And we totally sneak into the Playboy Mansion because we were wild like that. Yeah. My mom was like passed out and didn't know. And it was just like, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Wait, so you were bulimic?
I was bulimic, yeah.
How old were you?
9, maybe 9, I think.
That's
yeah.
super
My dad would call
young.
me fat and like, say like, that Parquet commercial and like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
And he was like Parquet, or call me Bertha because I broke the toilet seat. And he was just like, he would be really mean to me.
Was he being mean or was he trying to be funny?
No, he shoved my sister's face in dog food and gave her like issues too.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. He just, I don't think he had good parenting skills. So that's where all of my issues stem from.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's okay.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
I usually have everyone
Right
has the same reaction when I start talking.
Well, I'm sorry. Let's backtrack a little bit.
How do you think I'm funny, David? Normal bitches aren't funny.
No.
There's nothing funny about normal bitches.
100. I'm sorry. You said your dad.
Do you need a water?
Stuck your sister's face in fucking dog food
Yeah.
for what?
Because she wet the bed.
How does that? What?
Called abuse. It's fucked up. Yeah. So, but my mom like left him because of all of that, and yeah, it was crazy. It was a wild situation. I was 5.
So
and that's when I
he would like
counseling.
poke fun at your weight all the time.
Yeah, and so I started to throw up because I wanted him to love me. And I thought, like, I could be skinny this way. I don't know where I was introduced to that idea. It still baffles me that I don't remember. But I'd throw up to,
When you
be
guys
skinny.
were on when you were on Dr. Phil, then he was already gone out of your life then.
Well, my dad, he's the dad that makes the appearances. So, like, we would see him we'd get 2 weeks during the summer, and then that was it. And usually we would only last a week because my stepmother was so awful, and we'd always get put to work on her horses or something else. Like, it was like a lot.
Was it mandatory for you to see your father, or is that something that you guys wanted?
When I was 14, I could like decide to not see him.
And then you decided not to see him?
Yeah, so that was pretty much it. But now, I mean, we're as good as you can be. My dad, I have to love him from a distance. It's someone that you can't get deep with. It's very surface. He is a narcissist, and everyone's got personality. There's 1 in 100 people that have a personality disorder. Actually, 1 in 5 with a mental illness. 1 in 100 that have a psychological disorder, where you could be a psychopath, a sociopath, cluster B or A or C, in the DSM-5. Ooh, hey.
Damn, you're saying a lot of shit I have no idea about. You're like saying all this. Wait, so that's so hard because like I think as an adult, and like maybe it's like a coping mechanism for us when we get older. We're like, that person that treated me like shit is like that because something that happened to him.
He wasn't given the skills to be a good dad. His parents weren't great examples, and he just, they were great at business, and that was it. And he's a great businessman, but that's about it.
That's where it ends.
Yeah, he's not generous because he's a great businessman. He doesn't know how to be a dad. So I've come to a place of acceptance with that. And it's hard. The only thing that's hard for me is like, I'll get a text message from my stepmom and she's like, oh my gosh, can you believe we've been married 10 years? And I don't really know her that well either, but I love the Christmas cards where she acts like she knows me so well.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? We've met 3 times. But it's all for show, they just like to show that they are doing well and stuff. And so that's why I'm very honest and upfront and open about all my problems, because I don't like to pretend that I'm this happy-go-lucky bitch. I'm like, no, actually, this is what's happening with me. And if something recent happens, like what I told you earlier, I'm not ready to talk about it till I process shit. Yeah. Because it's so fresh. Like, you need a minute to
You got to keep things personal for you to deal with it first before you release
do, and you don't have to say everything. I know that there's
absolutely do not.
No, and there's like a certain loyalty you feel like with your audience that you need to share everything, but when you're not ready to talk about something, you don't need to talk about it. And we're talking about something that I don't want to talk about.
Well, so how did you kind of like kick the whole bulimia thing?
I got lipo.
Bitch, this motherfucker is hilarious, dude.
I did freeze the fat before that.
Fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
I've never ever heard somebody beat a mental disorder with lipo. This bitch, she said, I was like, so how did you defeat this mental disorder? Liposuction, baby.
Yeah, hurting myself in a different way. No, but I was really, I tried everything I could under the sun. Like before that, I tried dieting, I tried eating, I spent all my money on trainers because I would put my money towards anything that I thought and I'd go broke, just to be skinny to buy that dream, and nothing worked. And so when I got married, my gift was the liposuction, and that's the only thing that was worth it.
Oh my God. How much is a liposuction procedure?
It was like a car. It was really expensive. I don't even remember the exact numbers, but it was a lot. Yeah.
Is it still that pricey?
Well, I got laser lipo and then the traditional lipo. And then I did these, I went in a hyperbaric chamber before and after. So it basically oxygenates your blood, and it's really cool. And it helps with recovery. And I also stayed in an aftercare facility because I was a bloody mess. So the whole process was like, just for the lipo, I don't know, but it was worth every penny. It changed the whole shape of my body. And it gave me that mental confidence that I always wanted, because this business tears you apart. You gain 5 pounds as a woman, or 10 that shows on camera, because the camera adds 10 pounds, and people are ruthless.
You have the recipe for disaster to be in a business that tears you apart mentally.
I know.
It's like, but you love it.
I might take a break from it for a little bit because I don't love it. I haven't been auditioning. I haven't been going out. I don't have an agent. I don't have a manager. I've been a free bird since the summer. And
yeah, I cut that shit out last year too.
Well, it wasn't really like I decided to leave because it just became an unhealthy work environment, because I was dealing with a lot of shit with my ex-husband. So the last court date I had was in June, and I got an audition for SNL, and I fucking nailed it. But then I also did my first live show, and then there was some, unfortunately, and I hate to like air shit out right now, but we both decided it was time for us to not work with each other. But what hurt my heart, and I've never told this story before, was that she thought I wanted security because I thought I sold out the show and I was this hot shit. But really, anytime I do a live show, I want to talk, because I did my first, and she didn't think that I could book a stand-up show or do a stand-up show, and I ended up doing it in February of 2019. I don't know when this is going to come out. The person that I was working with.
Okay.
I did it anyway. I did the stand-up show, and then for the live show, I wanted to have my security just to be like safe and know who was coming in, because I'm always scared that my ex-husband or someone is going to like come to the shows. That's always a fear of mine when I do something live. You don't know. My fans can be very grabby, and so she thought that I was hot shit, that I thought too highly of myself. And it was like, wow, I can't believe you think that of me, when it's like coming from a place of trying to feel safe.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how people perceive you. And it's good that I like knew that, and I'm smart enough to like pay attention to that, because you don't want someone that's working for you that thinks that you think that you're hot shit or too good for whatever, like, and they don't know where you're coming from.